Home here in Seattle, everybody. Glad you could join us here on Root Sports. Starting pitching, indeed. Felix, the only starter with a win so far. The last 7 games. Look at that ERA, way too high. Opponent's batting average, not good. These numbers are not what we expected coming into this season.
Yeah, and you look at the walks also. I think one thing that you can feel good about is a number of these starters are going to get things turned around. And maybe the most encouraging thing is Happ. As he goes tonight, Jay Happ going to get the start. He pitched into the 7th inning in his first start of the year. Only gave up 2 runs, so he was outstanding, I thought, in his first outing. Now he gets a chance to pitch here at home. Hopefully he feels pretty good about that. This is a good ballpark for him, I think. And the Rangers, not one of the better teams that they're going to have to face. But for him, if he can command his fastball, he'll throw it a lot. About 70%. Fastballs from him, mixing a breaking ball and an occasional changeup.
The rest of our Lexus pitching matchup features Giovanni Gallardo. Had a very nice run, 8 years in Milwaukee, where he won 89 games and had a career ERA of 3.69.
Right, you can see off to a little bit of a rough start. High ERA at 5.5. Opponents hitting 3.18. Left-handed hitters, 4.17 here early in the season off of Gallardo. He'll mix it up. About 55% fastballs. He'll use a curveball and a slider. Changeup occasionally, about 88 to 91 miles an hour, but he has to pick the corners. Good news for the Mariners. They have left-handers in the lineup, and they have done well against Gallardo.
Nelson Cruz has been pretty much what we'd hoped for so far. Let me tell you, with the 6 home runs, he's homered in the last 5 games. It has been outstanding. Most consecutive games with the homer. Ken Griffey Jr. leads the major leagues. Leads Mariners history as well. Zisk, Buhner, Jay's done it a couple times. Alex Rodriguez and Nelson Cruz. The boomstick has really been getting it done.
Well, you would like to see him do it again tonight. Hit another home run tonight, then it'll be at 6. And I think if he gets close to 8 or even gets there, we'll get a chance to hear from Ken Griffey Jr., I'm sure, which is always a treat. Still get a chance to with Jr. I was teammates with him when he hit an 8 in a row, and it was a special thing to see and watch on a daily basis, as was the end of the road trip with Cruz homering in 5 straight games.
You want to make sure you're up on that front step watching this guy when he steps into the batter's box.
Line to line. He'll hit him out from line to line. We saw it. He missed a couple of pitches, still hit him out of the ballpark. It was a lot of fun.
That's not bad when you miss it and still hit it almost 400 feet. That's very impressive. It's Gallardo against Happ. Glad you've joined us here. Mariners opening a long homestand. It's Friday night. It's college night. We're expecting about 40,000 fans as the Mariners look to win their first night game of the season. Rangers, Mariners, first pitch is straight ahead.
Root Sports is brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com. Do more by the Emerald Queen Casino, welcoming Urban Soul Legends Tower of Power June 6th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. By Alaska Airlines, enjoy free entertainment on your personal device. Learn more at alaskaairlines.com. And by your local Ford stores. Stunning Snoqualmie Falls, about 30 minutes east of Seattle. If you haven't been there, make sure you get there. Welcome back to the Forward Sports Desk as we near the first pitch tonight between the Mariners and the Texas Rangers. A banged-up ball club in Texas. For more on that, we reconnect with Jen Mueller. Jen?
Well, Tom, even today we got word that Mitch Moreland was a late scratch due to a sore elbow. And, you know, the Rangers have got to be feeling like they're a little snake bit in this department. The injuries keep piling up. In fact, this year they've already placed 10 players on the DL, including starting pitchers Yu Darvish and Derek Holland. Last year, you might remember that they set an MLB record using 64 players. That due to a lot of injuries. It's never easy to manage around those injuries, but especially if you are a first-year manager like Jeff Bannister. Now, he's got plenty of experience in baseball, more than 20 years, all of it in the Pittsburgh Pirates organization, 3 years on Lloyd McClendon's staff. He spent the last 3 years as the bench coach in Pittsburgh, and that has prepared him for some of the more statistical analysis that is going to serve him so well as he manages a short-handed ball club. Well, we are getting you ready for first pitch and for Jay Happ's Safeco Field debut. That's coming up next on Root Sports.
The Rangers and Mariners series sponsorship is presented by Chevrolet. Welcome. All right, on the corner of Edgar. Right on, man. Looks good. The Rangers and Mariners series sponsorship is presented by Chevrolet. Welcome to Mariner Baseball, everybody. Busy corner of Edgar and Dave as we get you ready for a long homestand. First in town, the Texas Rangers to take on the Mariners as the Mariners look for their first win in a night game. This game featuring the Mariner home debut of Jay Happ. Pitched well enough to win in his opener last week at Oakland. Left with the lead and wound up with a no decision. He's got a career mark of 1-1 against the Texas Rangers. And here we go. First pitch to Linus Martin is off the plate for ball one. Jim Wolf has balls and strikes tonight. Adam Hamari at first, Bill Miller at second, and Adrian Johnson at third. Outside again, 59 degrees, breezy tonight. They're calling it wind out of the north at 6, but it feels a lot more than that. There's the first strike, 2-1. Jeff Bannister, the new manager, takes over for Ron Washington, and Washington resigned last September 5. Bannister, baseball lifer, and quite familiar with Lloyd McClendon, Trent Jewett. They were together for a lot of years in the Pittsburgh Pirate organization, and most recently Jeff was a bench coach for Clint Hurdle. 3-1. Here's a strike. With payoff pitch, and down low walks Martin. Take a look at the rest of the batting order for the Rangers.
Following Martin, you want to keep him close over at first base. The leadoff hitter after the walk-in, it's Andrews. Prince Fielder, the DH, 35 plate appearances. His last strikeout, swinging the bat better this year. Then you have Beltre Chirinos, the number 6 hitter, and doing the catching tonight. Odor, Rosales, Smolitsky will bat ninth for the Rangers. And perhaps, as Dave mentioned, pitched well in his first outing last year, an 11-game winner, ERA at a 4.22, 133 strikeouts, 51 walks last year. Opponents hitting 261 against Happ. Happ with a good fastball. He'll be in the low 90s. He will use it a lot. Be somewhere between 70-75% fastballs from Happ. He'll also mix in a curveball and a slide. Occasional changeup.
Happ trying to get the starting rotation back on track. Felix, the only winner thus far. Not as we showed you in the open. They have not gone deep, and said the domino effect on the bullpen has really stretched those guys out. Not getting the matchups that Lloyd McClendon would like to have late in the game. And there's Felix with Taijuan Walker. We'll get Felix tomorrow. Full house Felix bobblehead night. 40,000 plus expected tomorrow evening. A good crowd on hand here this evening. Beard hat night and college night. They are jammed out in the pen. There's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He gets Andrews for the first out.
Mariners defense tonight brought to you by American Family Insurance. Ackley getting the start in left field. Jackson in center. Nelson Cruz out in right field. He's played quite a bit of outfield here at the start of the season. Seager and Miller on the left side of the infield. Cano and Morrison on the right side, and Mike Zunino will do the catching.
There's Prince Fielder back in action. He had a herniated disc in his neck last year about mid-May and shut him down. Right now he is swinging the bat as well as anybody in baseball, sitting at a 400 clip, and he also has good numbers against Happ, 6 for 19. Fielder 6th in the American League in hitting. Long hold by Happ. Steps off.
Well, we've seen enough of Martin over the last few years to know that he will try to time his jump. So Happ holding the ball right there, trying to get him to stop his lead. He'll keep inching off of first base. He has good speed and pretty good base stealer. So Happ just trying to keep him close.
Hit the other way, and Jeff Bannister talked about how well Fielder's been swinging the bat going the other way. Ackley digging it out. And the wave on is Martin. The throw to the plate is late. And Prince Fielder with an RBI double, 1-0 Texas here in the first inning. 5th RBI for Prince in his 3rd double. Talking to Jeff Bannister, he said people have gone soft, down, and fastball away, and that's what he Like he hit a fastball away, Mike.
It was actually a little bit of a backup slider, Dave, 84 miles an hour. Actually doing a good job of cutting the ball off. It's difficult down in that corner. But I think that he wanted that slider to break away. Didn't have much break to it. It looked like a fastball, but at 84, I have to believe it was his slider. As you take a look at our Alaska Supermo and the dive by Martin into home.
So an early 1-0 lead, a walk, strikeout, an RBI double. There's perennial all-star third baseman, former Mariner Adrian Beltre. Slow start for him, 163. A homer and 1 run batted in. 7 for 43 coming in. One on one. Rangers lost 2 out of 3 to the Angels before coming here. Early on for Texas, they opened up at Oakland, split a 4-game set, then lost 2 out of 3 to Houston, and 2 out of 3 to the Angels. And they've either scored big or been scored upon big, as Lloyd McClendon looks on. And Lloyd, it's funny when we all went in for his his afternoon session here. He hit everybody with a beauty. He says, what do you want to talk about? The world coming to an end? We've lost 3 straight games. Come on, take it easy. Afterwards, I was talking to him. He said, listen, there was times in Pittsburgh we didn't know where our next win was coming from. He said, I'm not worried about this team.
I think we've heard that from Lloyd before.
Last year at this very time.
And he's been right about it.
I mentioned, John, I said last year this time you didn't know your club, you didn't know what you have. You know exactly what you have now. Beltre, fly ball, left center field. Fielder tags. Jackson makes the catch and gets it back in. Two away. Big crowd is you look from center field. We're above the A in Safeco Field. Good to be back here in Seattle. The beard hat, a huge favorite. It's back.
Pretty good night for it too. A little breezy here. We were talking about down on the field. I was down there for batting practice. The wind was really whipping around, swirling almost. And I was watching Andy Van Slyke work the outfielders in the outfield, and you can really see the ball moving around. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. The high fly balls. It looks as if the wind has calmed down a little bit.
During BP was going hard left to right as Shin-Soo Choo looks at a strike. He's off to a slow start at 182. I will forever think of earthquakes when I see Shin-Soo Choo, because we were in Cleveland. He was an Indian. There was an earthquake off the coast of Virginia. We felt the aftershock in Cleveland, and he doubled into the gap as we felt that tremor. As Ackley gets under it, makes the play. Texas scores in its first inning on an RBI double by Prince Fielder. 1-0 with the Mariners coming to bat. Try to get cranking offensively against these Texas Rangers. Let's take a look at the rest of the batting order for your Mariners.
Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Chevron. Will be Austin Jackson leading things off. Then it is Smith, the DH, hitting second. Cano, Nelson Cruz, 6 home runs in his last 5 games. He's been the hot hitter for the Mariners, the cleanup hitter. Seager, Morrison, Ackley, Zunino, and Miller rounding out the 9 for the Mariners. For Gallardo, can see what he did last year. 8-11 record, ERA at 3.5. 146 strikeouts to 54 walks. Typically, he will be around the plate. Fastball will be 88 to 91 miles an hour. We'll mix in a slider and a curveball, an occasional changeup.
Gallardo, drafted by Jack Zirinsik when he was the GM at Milwaukee, and when you watch his windup, it reminds you a little bit of El Presidente Dennis Martinez.
It's a great call. Take a look at it. Right over the top. Big leg kick.
Yep.
He likes to mix it up. He'll use his fastball about 55% of the time. Gives the slider and curveball equal opportunity throughout the game. And again, just a few changeups.
Second baseman Rougned Odor hangs with him. Throws out Jackson.
Take a look at the American Family Insurance defensive setup for the Rangers this evening. A lot of speed in the outfield. Martin in center field can go get it with the best of them. Chu, one of the best throwing arms in right field. Then you have Beltre and Andrews on the left side of the infield. Rosales typically plays on the left side of the infield and sometimes second base, but at first base, and then Chirinos will do the catching tonight.
With Seth Smith DHing tonight.
I think this is the first time we haven't seen the shift put on with Seth hitting. Rangers playing him to pull a little bit, but no shift.
I'm telling you, we're going to get 14,000 this year. 14,000 shifts. I'm telling you.
I would agree.
Last year, 13,000 plus in Major League Baseball. Back in your day, it wasn't. I mean, you know, it's not that long ago. Yeah. I mean, a couple of guys, 1 or 2, you know, thumpers, right?
I remember, and I know you remember this name. Matt Noakes was a dead pull hitter, left-handed pull hitter, so they put the shift on him from time to time.
Yankees, Tigers.
Yeah.
He had upper deck power in Detroit.
He and those were the first 2 shifts that I saw consistently. Was him and Kevin Moss.
Another dead pull.
Yeah.
Dead pull.
But you rarely saw it. You rarely saw it.
I heard a quote from Tulowitzki the other day. Said he'd just soon not do it. He'd rely on his athletic ability and watch what the catcher's calling as Smith looks at him strike 3 and 1.
Well, I think what you're going to see is more and more hitters hitting against the shift. We've already seen it with Kyle Seager here early in the season. Kyle hitting the ball the other way, taking advantage of a bunt. I think you'll see more of that.
3 and 1. Smith with a sensational opening day here against the Angels. On 3 for 3, knocked in 2 doubles and a triple. And he strikes out here.
It's going to be on a fastball just above the belt as you look at our Alaska Supermo in the swing. He'll swing right underneath the fastball. And one of the things that I've noticed from Seth, he likes the ball down in the zone. That's what he's going to hit the ball hard, and that one just above the belt, tough to get to it with 2 strikes.
There's Robbie Cano, 2-11, 1 homer and 3 runs batted in. That's 1 foul. Didn't get a chance to talk to Robbie yet, but I was talking to Lloyd about his base running gaffe the other day, and Lloyd just said, hey, this game can and will humble you. It humbles all of us at some point.
When I was down on the field, I was talking to a number of people and watching Cano all year last year. I never once, and he's human, he'll make an error, he'll strike out with men on base, and this was a base running mistake. That's the first time where I ever saw him put his head down. We had a camera in the dugout, and seeing his reaction to put his head down, and he knew it. But like I said, I talked to a number of guys that were laughing at their own base running mistakes today. It's going to happen. You play this game long enough, and unfortunately, it was a bad time with the Mariners struggling and that whole thing, but it happens.
We've had a bunch of guys lose track of how many outs are on. So, I mean.
Yeah, in the field.
Right? Yeah. It happened to back-to-back innings from Blomo. It happened to Willie the other day when he was at first. So Lloyd says, hey, Trent, don't leave my side. Let's make sure I got everything together. Oh, 2 strikes. Cano seeing Gallardo for the first time. Full count. And Nelson Cruz on deck.
I really look for Cano and Seager to have a good series, and the biggest reason why is Rangers don't have a left-handed reliever in their bullpen. So this guy's going to get a lot of swings against right-handed pitching.
3-2 to Ravi. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back-to-back Ks for Gallardo. He's off to a good start. Rangers lead 1-0. At Safeco Field, and the Mariners and Boeing, they're proud to recognize the men and women of the U.S. military with Salute to Armed Forces Day this Sunday when the Mariners host these Rangers. Join us for a special pre-game ceremony. It begins at 12:30, and then after the game, 15,000 fans, you're going to get a free commemorative military coin. Visit Mariners.com for tickets. Inning number 2, big crowd here, comfortable evening. Mariners back in town. It's a nice home stand. Texas, Houston, and Minnesota coming to town. Here's Robertson and Chirinos. Walks to the strike. The Texas catcher. Rangers and the Mariners come in both with .210 team batting averages. The bottom of the pile in the American League. Chirinos, Rougned Odor, and Adam Rosales 6, 7, and 8 here in the second inning against James Anthony Happ.
When we look at the Rangers lineup, you mentioned Fielder off to a great start. He's driven in the 1 run tonight, but Martin and Andrews, Beltre, Chu, those guys are going to get things figured out eventually, and you hope that the Mariners starting staff, starting with Happ tonight, can work deep into these games while their club is off to a slow start swinging the bats. And although it's good fastball, elevated fastball, he gets the strikeout. And although the Mariners had the day off yesterday, I mentioned if Happ could pitch through 7 innings today, it certainly wouldn't hurt those guys to get an extra day today as they work their way through this long homestand.
Buy another beverage if he goes 7. They'll be ecstatic.
And they will be.
Time now for our CenturyLink What's Next. Coming up tomorrow, the veteran Colby Lewis goes against the King, Felix Hernandez. Felix winning the opener against the Angels. Here's Rougned Odor, the second baseman.
Had a chance to speak to Rob Nodine, trainer for the Mariners, and he said that Felix had a little bit of a quad issue, minor ankle problem on the road, had to come out of the game after 5 innings. He said that he's good to go, no problems at all. So look for Felix to have a strong outing tomorrow.
Quad was the one where he had to cover first base?
When he covered first base.
And then the ankle is when a comebacker, when he had to spin around.
And then he had to go cover again, and that's when he irritated that area. But he said he's healthy and good to go tomorrow, so look for Felix to work deep into the game tomorrow.
2-1 to Odor, hitting just $188. One. Went chasing, full count now. Brent's Fielder, an RBI double in the first inning, accounting for the only run thus far. Three and 2. Second walk issued by Happ.
Ended up walking the leadoff hitter Martin, and he scored on the double by Fielder. Rick Waits, pitching coach.
Brings up Adam Rosales. A couple of times with the Rangers, been with the A's a couple of times. He was inserted into at first base. Moreland was a late scratch. Oh, they got him hung up. And tag applied by Miller. One, 3-6, and put out 2 away.
I wonder if J. Happ was able to see him leaning towards second. That's the reason why he threw over to first base. Good pick. Nice play by Miller. Having to dive for him to put the tag on him, but was able to get it done.
Rosales gets a start. Moreland in the on-deck circle a couple of days ago, swinging a heavy bat. As he was swinging it, his elbow, something went. So Jeff Bannister said, hey, we're going to be conservative, get him checked out. He's available late game, maybe to swing the bat. That's about it for today.
These guys have the weighted bats or the donuts that they'll put on there, and sometimes almost hyperextend your elbow a little bit when you're swinging it.
Bouncing ball, Seager.
Wow.
Makes a fine play. Aggressively charging on the backhand to throw out Rosales. Nicely done. Well, the man of the hour offensively for the Mariners is Nelson Cruz. He's going to lead it off, followed by Kyle Seager and Logan Morrison when we get back. colors. Gotta love that. A lot of healthy eats there in what is one of the great eating towns in America, Seattle, Washington. Nelson Cruz 2 for 2 career against Gallardo. Guess what? Both of them bombs. 6 homers in last 5 games. Line drive to left. Sinking. Can't get it. It's Smolinski. Like it hit him in the face. And Cruz will hold it first. Base hit for Nelly.
I think you're right. Take a look at Smolinski as he comes in for the diving play in Arlaska Supermo. Well, didn't miss his face, but closed his glove a little bit early, so that'll help out Cruz. That'll be a base hit.
Right on the outside of the glove.
Right off the thumb of the glove.
Waste. He held there for a second and looked like he'd taken a shot.
It's the toughest play for an outfielder to dive straight in. They can get an angle. They're usually pretty good at it, but diving straight in, sometimes they'll cause them some problems. And you can see that ball hit right off the thumb of his glove.
It's Kyle Seager. Seager career batting average against Texas, .331, 42 runs, 23 doubles, 13 homers, 42 runs batted in, and a slugging percentage of .955.
My pick to click over on the radio side
was
an easy one today.
That's a double play ball right there. 2 away. Tomorrow, not only will you see Felix Hernandez take the mound, it's also King Felix bobblehead night, presented by Root Sports. Game time with the Rangers, 6:10, so make plans to get here early. First 20,000 fans are going to take home one of the most unique collectibles in baseball, so get your tickets right now at Mariners.com.
It'd be a good crowd. Felix on the mound. King's Court going.
Great weather forecast here for the bulk of this homestand. Logan Morrison will be the first to tell you it's time for him to get going. 5 for 30, hitting a .167. Up the middle, Andrus is right there. And throws out. Morris 6 pitches for Gallardo in the second, aided by a double play, 1-0 Rangers. By Clearwater Casino Resort. So many reasons to come out and play. By BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. And by Audi, truth in engineering. Every time you see the big wheel spinning like that, you want to hear Ike and Tina Turner, Proud Mary. Big wheel keep on turning. I mean, come on. There's Jake Smolinski. Jake in left field tonight. One for 13. This is his 8th game. Happened the first 2 innings. Walked 2, struck out 2, gave up an RBI double to Prince Fielder. Bouncing ball, Miller in the hole, set, throw, stretch by Lomo, got him, well done.
Really a good job by Miller to not only get to this ball, but how quickly he's able to set his feet. Sometimes you get out on the grass and you'll slip. He doesn't. And he has a strong throwing arm. Good stretch by Morrison across the diamond. Good look at our Alaska Supermo in the stretch by Logan. A fine play by Miller. So many times you'll see shortstop, they'll take that extra half a step or two just so that they don't slip. But he knew he had to plant. Was able to get him by a half a step.
Second time through now for the Rangers. Leonys Martin walked and scored. Walked in a 3-2 pitch to open up the ball game. Bunt and a beauty. Charging at Seager, now let it go.
That is the only play they were going to have. That would have been a base hit for Martin.
Mariners hitting a lot of home runs. They've lost 3 consecutive games. Starting pitching hasn't really kicked in yet, and they're looking for their first win at night.
When you look at their offense, 21 of the 32 runs they've scored have come via the home run.
Up the middle, base hit. Jay Happ pitched well enough to win in his season debut last week. Now in his home debut as a Mariner, really looking forward to this night.
Definitely wearing that home uniform at Safeco is going to be fun, and going out there, for a night game with hopefully a lot of the same energy we had the first series of the year. So definitely looking forward to it.
See if he can throw a double play ball here. He's got Elvis Andrus now. Struck him out on 3 pitches. Strike 1. Injuries have just tortured this Texas ball club. As Jen Mueller mentioned in the pregame, 64 players used last year, a record. Throw down to second by Zunino. It is on time. Got him. 2-6. Caught stealing. 2 away.
It all starts with your footwork, and Mike Zunino comes out of the chute in great shape. Squares up nicely and throws a strike to Brad Miller. He has a strong throwing arm. The key is, again, his feet as you take a look at our Alaska Supermo and the tag by Miller.
Fouled off by Andrus. 1-2.
Take another look at Mike Zunino as he comes out of the chute, and again the key, square your feet up. Sometimes you'll see that left foot will end up in the right-handed hitter's batter's box. That's typically when you'll see the ball run back into the runner. And when he squares his feet up, again, he's able to use that strong throwing arm and throws them out by a pretty good margin. Good play by Mike.
2-2. So Happ picked off Odor in the second inning. And now Zunino's thrown out Martin here in the third. Full count. Prince Fielder on deck. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Third strikeout for Happ. Good defense in the third. Coming up, it'll be Dustin Ackley, Mike Zunino, and Brad Miller. Great Hall of Famer Dave Niehaus here at Safeco Field. Big crowd here for this Friday night. Here's Dustin Ackley. It's at ball one for Ackley, hitting .353 in his 5 starts. 5 runs, a double, 3 homers, and slugging at .421. Foul back. Got a wardrobe change. The Hall of Famer with a beard hat. It is a beard hat night.
A little bit breezy.
Good meeting place. Past it, diving Beltre, base hit, Dustin Ackley.
First week and a half of the season, all the way through spring training. In the second half of last year, we've seen Dustin be more aggressive at the plate. First fastball for a strike, he fouled it straight back, and then he gets another fastball running away from him as you look at our Alaska Supermo. And his strength is swinging the bat and using the entire field as he hits his ball past Beltre at third to pick up another base hit. So good start to the season for Ackley.
Indeed. Now 7 for 18 in his 6 starts. Brings up Mike Zunino. Center field for Martin. Easy play for him. There's one out. Bring up Brad Miller. Big crowd out in the pen. We come to the pen to get here early about 4:30. It's been jamming ever since. Beautiful night for baseball here in Seattle. Brad Miller looking to turn things around. 1 for 19 on the road trip and 0 for his last 14.
Well, this could be the right guy for him to do that. Left-hander's hitting .417 here early in the season off Gallardo. Righty's just .200.
One out, Ackley at first, good speed. Two-no. Brad hit .283 during spring. 2 homers, knocked in 8 runs in 20 games. 1-0 Texas on a Prince Fielder first inning RBI double down the left field line. (2-0) count for Brad. Takes a strike. Three balls, one strike.
Really trying to work the top of the strike zone to Brad. Austin Jackson waiting on deck.
(3-1) pitch. Fouled off. Gallardo mentioned 89 wins, 64 losses in 8 years in Milwaukee. 5 double-figure win total seasons. His best, he went 17-10 in 2011 and followed that up by going 16-9 the next year. Under 500 last year, 8-11 with a 3.51 ERA. Payoff is Ackley runs, fouled straight back.
Another fastball, top of the strike zone. This one at 91 miles an hour, so a pretty good fastball from Gallardo as Brad fouls it straight back.
Three and 2 to Miller. Ackley on the move. Pitch. Ball 4. First walk by Gallardo as we take a look at our Delta Airlines keep climbing standings. American League West, tight race early on here. Mariners at the bottom of the pile, game out.
Club's only playing 9-10 games, but not to see one team from the West with a record better than 500. A little bit surprising.
Mariners coming off a much-needed day off. They turn things around into 3-game losing streak. Here's Austin Jackson, bounced to second. Looks at a strike.
We have Odor, the second baseman, trying to keep Ackley close to second. Good sized hole on the right side of the infield. Austin typically hits the ball the other way.
Good speed out there with Ackley and Miller. 1-1. Here we go with the 1-1. On the corner for strike 2. Two hits tonight by the Mariners. Cruz, leadoff single in the second, erased in a double play, and a leadoff single here in the third by Ackley.
Best fastball from Gallardo, 92 miles an hour. All the pitches away from Jackson. Looked like he was trying to hit the ball the other way with that last swing.
Cruz swinging a hot bat, the base hit in the second inning makes him 3 for 3 career against Ronnie Gallardo.
It'll be interesting if Jackson gets a base hit to right field. Ackley, one of the best base runners on the team at second, but Chu has a great arm in right field. Rich Donnelly will try to do the third base coach if he tries to send him on a base hit to right.
Takes it 2-2. Goes the other way. It's just what you called on. Here's Shin-Soo Choo charging. Ball coming right to him. And Rich Donnelly puts up a big stop sign for Ackley. The Mariners have the bases loaded.
Donnelly had the stop sign up early. And a good at bat for Jackson. Hitting the ball the other way. All the pitches, fastballs, trying to go to the outside corner. And this last one, his best fastball at 93 miles an hour. We saw a lot of that in spring training from Austin Jackson. As you look at our Alaska Super Bowl, letting the ball travel. Not trying to do too much with it. A solid base hit into right field. So the Mariners in good shape here in the third inning with the bases loaded and just one out.
Brings up Seth Smith, struck out on a 3-2 pitch. First inning. Fielder and RBI double in the first for Texas.
Seth Smith looking for his first career grand slam. Good spot for it right here.
Sure is. It's 2 for 18 career against Gallardo. Strike one.
In his first at bat, Gallardo was working the top of the strike zone against him. The last pitch was down.
Here's the 0-1 to Seth. Caught in between, 0-2. Jeff Bannister, the new skipper for the Rangers. Long time in the Pirate organization. Many years with Bud McClendon and Trent Jewett. Seth Smith, runners in scoring position so far this season. 2 for 4. He's knocked in 2 runs. He's behind here, 0-2. Ball one.
A couple of off-speed pitches. The last one a curveball inside. Gallardo at some point is going to try that high fastball again. See if Seth can get to it.
Smith does love the fastball. The 1-2. And right on the button. Bobbled. Andrus hangs with it and makes the play. A 4-6-3 double play. Wasn't elegant, but it was effective. Nothing across for the Mariners, who trail 1-0. And you don't always see him turn 2 like this, but he got the job done. Rougned Odor to Elvis Andrus. That thing slipped out of his hands.
Well, he kicked it, then he dropped it. But a heads-up play by Andrus at shortstop to bail him out.
At that point, when he never got it fully in his hands, he was thinking, how did I blow this? And enough on it to get it close. Here's Fielder to lead off. Three, 4, 5 here. Fielder, Beltre, and Shin-Soo Choo. Bouncing ball goes right to Morrison. Easy out. One away. Safeco Field is the first major league ballpark to use energy-efficient LED lighting, the most dramatic lighting improvement in the game since 1935 when the league's first night game was played. The Mariners want to thank Gigaterra, their chairman, D.Y. Kim, and Plan LED for their partnership and for revolutionizing ballpark lighting. Beltre chops one foul. Adrian flied out to center field in his first at bat. 2 for 5 career against J-Happ. The high heat, 1-2.
That high fastball at the top of the zone has been an effective pitch for Happ. Getting a number of the Ranger hitters to chase that pitch.
Popped up. Morrison. Foul territory. 2 outs. We have a very big night tomorrow here at Safeco Field, our CenturyLink What's Next. Felix Hernandez, his second home start, being posed by the veteran Colby Lewis. It's also King Felix bobblehead night. Expected crowd of more than 40,000. If you don't have your tickets, you better see if you can scrounge something up here. Here's Chu. Fly to left his first time. One. Nice pitch. 1-2 strikes.
Good slider from Happ. Mariners defense straight up on the infield with Chu hitting. Austin Jackson, the center fielder, shading towards left center.
Just above the hands for foul ball.
Went with another elevated fastball right at the top of the strike zone.
One-two pitch again. Did he go? Did not, as a check with Adrian Johnson. Two outs and a 2-2 count. Nobody on. Bounce right to Cano. Friendly hop. Good inning for J-Happ. 1-2-3. Go the Rangers in the 4th. When we come back, it'll be Cano, Cruz, and Seager as the Mariners try to overcome this 1-0 deficit. Too much good stuff by Vern Funk. Bad luck can hit anyone. Insure with the 13th man. By Steel. To find your local Steel dealer, visit steeldealer.com. And by Volkswagen. Hurry in and get a deal during the Volkswagen Stop Dreaming, Start Driving event. Great weather this weekend. Take in all the wonderful sights here in Seattle. And how about some wonderful sights here this inning for the Mariners in the bottom of the fourth. 3-4-5 coming up. They're down 1-0. Here's Robinson Cano.
Looked as if the Mariners were set up for a big inning. Had the bases loaded and 1 out in the third. Seth Smith hit it hard and ball's kicked around a little bit, but the Rangers were able to turn the double play. But it would have been nice to see him reach base right there. Then you have the middle of this order coming up.
Inside of Cano, 1-1. Struck out his first time in a 3-2 pitch. Double plays in each of the last 2 innings have hurt the Mariners. Odor, jump throw to throw out the Mariners second baseman. 1 away. Make sure you stick around after the game. For Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines. Brad Adam, Bill Kruger, Tom Glasgow, and Jen Mueller. Mariners post game. Nelson Cruz single to left. On to Cruz.
Didn't like the call. Thought it was off the plate away. One of the things that Gallardo has done this evening so far is he's kept the ball on the ground. Only 1 fly ball out recorded for the Mariners.
Bounces that one up there, 2-1. One of the Mariners' 32 runs this season have come by way of a home run. This young man's got 6. And hit hard, base hit. The boomstick coming up with a base hit. His Twitter handle is NC Nelson Cruz, NC Boomstick 23. And I remember during my NBA days, Bob Slick Leonard was a player and a coach and finished up his career as a color announcer for the Indianapolis Pacers during the Reggie Miller days. And Reggie, and
great shooter.
Mark Boyle was the still is the play-by-play guy as you look at Kyle Seager. Looks at a strike. And Mark would say, Reggie in the corner for 3. And he'd hit it, and Slick Leonard would go, boom, baby. So with homage to Slick Leonard, that's who we go with, the boomstick, baby.
Well, you break that out 30 to 40 times this year, I think everybody will be happy.
I'm warm. I'm ready. Let's go. Come on.
He's off to a good start, that's for sure.
The trial run. We've done the out-of-town tour. Now we're ready for the big stage, the bigger stage. Saw Ellie the other day in L.A. I said, I hope you like the home run call. No, it's good. It's good. I like it. It's good. Kyle bouncing a double play. Here's Odor. It's like they're going to turn another one, and they do. 3 consecutive innings with double plays turned by the Texas Rangers. This one ends the 4th, 1-0 Texas. You take our online trip planner for a spin at soundtransit.org. Main concourse here at Safeco Field. Easily 35,000 here tonight. Expecting 40 or more tomorrow night. Big homestand for the Mariners. Texas, Houston, and Minnesota coming to town. Break one to Robinson Chirinos. 6:10 start time. Remember that for tomorrow. 6:10 start time. And then 1:10 on Sunday. Hammered foul. A run on 2 hits given up by Happ. First inning RBI double by Prince Fielder. Scored the only run. Chirinos, he struck out, leading off the second. Ball center field, carrying a long way, going back Jackson. That ball's in the pen. Home run. Robinson Chirinos, his second home run of the season, and now a 2-0 lead for the Rangers. Got it on a 1-2 pitch.
Well, I think we were talking about the high fastball, and this is another high fastball. They want to bring it inside. He leaves it out over the plate, so Chirinos can get extension on it. Take a look at our Alaska Supermo in the back of Jackson as he watches it fly over the fence. It went out of the pen. Nothing cheap about that home run. They wanted to go inside. He missed his spot.
A 2-0 lead for the Rangers. Chirinos with a long home run as Odor fouls one back. Rougned walked and was picked off in the second inning. He's started 2 of the 3 double plays tonight by the Texas Rangers. For the Rangers, their 9th team home run, 10th in the American League starting today. The Mariners 2nd behind only Baltimore. Cano is there. Throw out Odor. It certainly doesn't resemble the Texas teams that went to the World Series back-to-back years. They don't have near the thump. And then their pitching is just totally fouled up. Derek Holland just pitched an inning in his first outing. He's got a subscapular problem in his back. You got Yu Darvish, Tommy John surgery. Matt Harrison still trying to recover from a back problem. Martin Perez coming off the Tommy John surgery. They might see him by July, but that's not a gimme.
Well, you look at this lineup that they ran out there tonight. The starting lineup for the Rangers. You have Fielder, who's hitting third, hitting at an even 400 coming into the game. He already has a base hit and an RBI, but everybody else hitting under 200, and nobody in the lineup with more than 1 home run.
And how about Prince with no home run?
Chirinos now his 2nd home run.
And Prince doesn't have a home run.
Hasn't hit a home run. That's right. So you're absolutely right as you look at this lineup.
Juan Rosales jumping out of his shoes. 1-2. Popped up. Zunino taking a look. Might it come back to him? No, sir. Third row. dirt. J-Happ 2-2. To Rosales, 1 out, a run in on the home run by Chirinos. Center field backing up Jackson again. That's carrying to the track. And Austin's there to make the catch. Couple steps from the fence. 2 away. Bring up Jake Smolinski. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Great seats all over this outstanding Safeco field. So look at ball 1 to Jake Smolinski. Grounded out to Brad Miller, shortstop.
For Happ, in good shape with his pitch count, just 67 pitches as he works here in the 5th.
Broken bat looper, hanging up in the air, and Austin Jackson runs it down. Home run by Chirinos. The only good thing about it was a solo blast. 2-0 Rangers.
Where you're rooting the Mariners on from. Let us know. Hashtag where I root. Mr. McKenzie and some friends, obviously, here at the ballpark tonight, enjoying themselves. Couples that beard together, stay together. Caitlin Kelly, thank you for that. Having a date night tonight as we send it back upstairs.
Good line, Tom. Here's Logan Morrison. Fouls one back.
Well, the Mariners need to find a way to create some opportunities, Dave. Just 1 for 2 with runners in scoring position tonight. That was a base hit by Jackson in the 3rd. It did not score a run. They had to hold Ackley up at 3rd. But not many opportunities for him.
Those that existed were snuffed out in the last 3 innings by double plays.
Again, the first 4 innings, just 1 fly ball out. Everything else on the ground or a strikeout.
First start for Gallardo. Signed by Jack Zarenzik when Jack was in Milwaukee. This one fouled back. Morrison, Ackley, and Zunino here in the 5th. Here's the 0-2. Thanks for a ball. Bridge Fielder, first inning double and a home run by Chirinos leading off the fifth. Counting for the 2 Texas runs. 1-2. Justin Ackley on deck. There you go, base hit for Logan Morrison. His 6th hit of the season. He's 6 for 32 now. Get off man's aboard. Kuma means bear in Japanese. In English, it means one incredible hat. Saturday, April 25th is Musashi Iwakuma Bear Hat Night. It's free to the first 20,000 fans. The Mariners take on the Twins at 6:10. Get ready to wear the bear when you pick up tickets at mariners.com. There's Dustin Ackley, a base hit to left, leading off the third.
Good hitting by Morrison right there, Dave. We've talked about the double play balls and all the ground ball outs. Basically, to the lefties, he's just sinking his fastball. And Logan going the other way, not rolling over it. Actually took some off of it, too. It was more of a BP fastball, trying to get him to hit it on the ground. But a good swing by Logan as he picks up a base hit, hitting the ball the other way. Ackley had his base hit, hitting the ball the other way.
6 starts now for the Ack Attack. He's 7 for his last 18 as a starter. One. Mariners have gotten a leadoff man on board 3 of the last 4 innings. Boy, oh boy. Time to cash something in here. One and 2. One-two pitch. Way upstairs, 2-2. Struck him out.
Another look at the Morrison single, and watch Beltre at third base in our Alaska Supermo. Takes his glove off, puts it in his throwing hand. Now, if he throws that at the ball and actually hits it, that's not legal. So, and he knows it. He's just having fun. He and Andrews on the left side of the infield, those two guys are always going at it.
Ballers Andrews to Odor for 1, and nice breakup by Lomo. Keep it from being 4 consecutive innings with a double play.
Well, Willie McClendon will like this. Again, our Alaska Supermo, and the slide by Morrison, and it's clean slide, goes straight over the bag.
Good example of the neighborhood play there. Look at Brad Miller taking a strike. Walked his first time in a 3-2 pitch. Oh, and 2. Oh, and 2 to Brad. Zanino at first. First inning single by Cruz. Third inning single by Ackley and Jackson, and a leadoff single by Morrison here in the fifth. Two and two.
Gallardo's working ahead of the batters. 18 batters, 13 first pitch strikes. This next pitch will be 70 for him. Working here in the bottom of the fifth.
2-2. Slow roller, stays fair, throws him out, and the inning is over. Mariners strand a runner in the fifth and trail 2-0. Game changer. It's all about the double plays. 3 consecutive innings. Texas got it done and thwarted Mariner threats.
Even when they kick it and drop it, they're able to turn the double plays. But Gallardo, a lot of ground ball outs, including the 3 double plays. Only 1 fly ball out in the game.
He did go. This is Adrian Johnson. Leonys Martin trying to take a bunt with him. He's 1 for 1. Walk and a run scored. Top of the order, Martin, Anderson, fielder. Foul ball.
Well, Happ in his first outing, 82 pitches, so he'll probably get somewhere in the 90s for his pitch count this evening. Good shape right now, right at 70.
Here's the 0-2. Dribbler in front. Easy play for Happ. One away. So Happ pitched well enough to win in his first outing. He learned a lot from that one.
I think just trying to continue to try to make pitches, and you know, when you get in tough situations, just try to trust that you know, if you make your pitch, hopefully good things will happen. And you know, we have a good defense too, so I think it's about trusting that and you know, having faith that you know, it'll work out. You just try to do my job, and everybody else will do theirs too.
Always a good approach. Center field. Jackson got fooled momentarily. Makes the play. Elvis Andrus now 0 for 3 with a couple strikeouts to go with that fly ball.
Fooled him a little bit. I think he thought it was hit a little bit harder as you look at our Alaska Supermo and the play by Jackson in center field. Kind of like what Happ said right there, which is more, it's easier said than done, is when you get yourself into trouble to trust the pitch that you're throwing and let your defense work for you. So many times, especially young pitchers, will try to throw the ball harder, throw a harder breaking ball, a harder fastball. Sometimes you just have to put the ball in play and trust those guys will make plays, and veterans typically will do that. Maybe even take a little bit off of their fastball at times. We've seen Gallardo do that a number of times this evening.
Jeff Bannister praising Fielder for being such a good hitter. He says the power is going to show up. So there's a lot of truth to not playing for 9.5 months, but here this guy is. He's worked his way back in a position where he's swinging the bat so well. He's building himself back to the player he's been, and I'm confident he's going to be there. So this guy is still a power guy. He said he has been a bully in the box so far. He just has not had any home runs. He said he's been a bully in the box, all right. Let's see if Cruz can get this back. He does. Fielder with his second hit.
We talked a lot about Nelson Cruz. As you take a look at the swing by Fielder and the breaking ball, leaves that probably middle away, hits it hard into right field. But we've talked a lot about Cruz and the home runs for good reason. But he's done a good job in right field. He did a good job cutting that ball off in the corner, showing some speed, and he has a strong throwing arm.
I think Lloyd's getting tired of answering about him being in the outfield. He said it's not. He's an outfielder. He said he's going to DH some. He said he's not going Gold Glove, but he makes the plays he has to make.
I think he's done a good job so far.
And when we saw him in Texas, he was running gap to gap and doing a heck of a job.
Yeah.
Again, that was the 19 times we'd see him when he was with the Rangers.
Might be a situation too where most day games he'll DH those days. Give him a break from his legs. You want to keep him healthy and in the lineup. That's the main thing. So far, done a good job in right.
It says you shouldn't be surprised when you see him out there. He's an outfielder who will DH. So will Seth Smith. He'll play outfielder and he'll DH.
So will Ricky Weeks.
Bingo. At hand here, Beltre 1-2, 2 outs and a man at first. That hit by Fielder, his second, team fourth. Right to Cano. Throws out Beltre. And another good inning for Jay Happ. Needs some support here. He's down 2-0.
is a phenomenal one. It's going to be an awesome weekend in the Seattle area. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock game time, 60 degrees and sunny. Sunday, 1 o'clock game time, about 65 degrees. Terrific time to go to the market, take a look at Beecher's handmade cheese. People literally become hypnotized watching him make the cheese. Guys, back up to you.
Been there, done that, Tom. You are so right. Top of the order. Jackson Smith and Cano against Giovanni Gallardo. He's held the Mariners to no runs on 5 hits. Struck out 3, walked 1. And he's benefited from double plays in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
We'll see if the Mariners can get a couple of runners on for Cruz and Seager. Like to see him just put a little pressure on Gallardo. Look why the Mariners 1 for 2 with runners in scoring position. The Rangers 0 for 2. Jay Happ has really thrown the ball well.
2-2.
Jackson with a base hit to right his last time up. 1 for 2.
Late swing, fouls it off. 2-2. Ground out to second and a base hit to right tonight for Austin. Mariners coming off a 2-4 road trip. They've lost 3 consecutive ball games. 2-2. Gallardo coming over from Milwaukee in mid-January in a 4-player trade. It's 2-2 here to Jackson.
He's making him work. 7 pitches so far in the at-bat. Had a good battle his last time up when he ended up getting a base hit to right. Last pitch, the only pitch thrown inside to him. Everything else has been away.
Two and two. Off the fist. Backhanded by Andrews. Steps into the throw and gets Jackson. 1 out here in the 6th. Take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Mariners going to be sleeping in their own beds for a while. 3 games here with Texas, and then pesky Houston comes in. A day off next Thursday, and then the Twins will be in town. Great look from down the right field foul pole. Big crowd here at Safeco Field. Seth Smith ready to swing for the Mariners. He struck out, bounced into a double play. Chopper in front of the mound. Quick 2 outs.
And another ground ball out.
Gallardo 1-1 this year, 5.59 ERA coming into today's game. Got a career record now of 90 and 65 as you look at Cano. He struck out, grounded out.
He has 3 strikeouts, but 10 ground ball outs. 3 of them resulting in double plays. Next pitch will be 80 for him.
Strike 1. It's a heck of a number. 10 ground ball outs here as we play here in the 6th. One on one. Cano ahead in the count, 2-1. First year in the bigs for Gallardo was 2007 after becoming a pro in 04. 2-2.
Let's see it again right on the corners. He's been able to dial up the outside corner on the Mariners. Good movement on his fastball. A lot of two-seam fastballs.
2-2 with 2 outs here to Cano. Beard hat night doubling up here. How about Cano? 5 for 26 on the road trip. Started 0 for 13 in Oakland. Finished 5 for his last 13 against the Dodgers. Two-two pitch. Shattered the bat. Comebacker. The bat went farther than the ball did. Yet another ground out for Gallardo. And a shattered bat, 2-0 Rangers. As the ball get in on his hands, the barrel of the bat goes farther than the ball. As Giovanni Gallardo brings up his 11th ground ball out. And the Mariners are giving away the ultimate cap for guys, complete with a built-in bottle opener. It's yours when you join us for EQC Guys Night Out on Friday, 24th of April against the Twins. For only $35, you're going to get this fun Mariners cap, a select main or terrace club level ticket, plus your first drink. Guys Night Out tickets. They're available right now at mariners.com/guys. But tonight we have got a just humongous crowd out in the pen. College night and beard hat night, and it is an absolute winner. Here's Chu. Pitch up high. What do you think about 30 deep, Mike? 40 deep?
Oh, yeah. And it goes all the way down past the bullpens. And they're chomping at the bit to get excited about some Mariner offense. See if the guys can get something going here in the last third of this game. Jay Happ has really pitched well again. Good look out at the pen. How deep it is out there.
And many of them were here early, 4:30-ish. Snagged by Logan Morrison on a hard hit ball off the bat of Shin-Soo Choo. One away.
Breaking ball in the middle of the plate. A hooking line drive off the bat of Chu. Look at our Alaska Supermo. No problem for Logan.
Very commendable job by J. Happ. 2 runs on 4 hits. First inning RBI double by Fielder. Leadoff homer in the 5th by Chirinos. He only scores. And here's Chirinos looking at a strike. Felix goes tomorrow night. Felix bobblehead night. His second home start. Got a no decision last time out in Oakland. Won his first game here against the Angels, and Kings Court will be in session. Striking the outside corner, 2-1. I think that 1-2, beg your pardon, 1-2. Breaking ball. And hung up, and he banged it into the left field corner. Ackley digs it out. And Chirinos, a double, his second of the season. He's 2 for 3.
Off speed pitch, 78 miles an hour. Chirinos having a good night as he hits that double down into the corner. Is also homered for the Rangers. It's just the second base runner that has been in scoring position off of Happ tonight. You have to go all the way back to the first inning following the double by Fielder.
Fifth hit for Texas. They've not had a multiple hit inning.
Nobody throwing in the pen for the Mariners. Happ now at 88 pitches.
Here's Odor, a walk and a ground out. Ball 1. Fly ball backing up Cruz a few steps. It's a nice job to hit the cutoff man, Brad Miller, and there are 2 away with the man at second. Time now for our Geico This Date in MLB history. The Mick, the all-time greats, his first big league game, 1 for 4. They defeated the Sox. This back in 1951. This before his knees went. He could really fly. Switch hitter with power. Magnificent career. Here's Adam Rosales. 0 for 2. A ground out to third and a fly to center.
Well, Jay's gone about his business like you would expect. A lot of fastballs, an occasional breaking ball, a few changeups tonight. But overall, his fastball location has been pretty good. He's missed a couple of times. One of them he didn't get away with, and that was the home run to Chirinos. Wanted to go inside with a fastball and missed his spot. There's a good fastball in the outside corner.
Gonzalez batting in the 8-hole. Added to the lineup when Mitch Moreland's elbow flared up. One pitch. In the dirt, 2-1.
Medina's starting to get loose in the pen. Happ again, 82 pitches in his first outing. He's at 93.
Happ left with the lead in his first outing. That was on the 11th at Oakland. He went 6 1/3, 7 hits, 2 runs. Got a no decision. Tap foul. Mariners home 7th. We'll have the middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6. Cruz, Seager, and Morrison. First things first. Finish this off here in the top half.
Good fastball at 93 miles an hour on the inside corner. Even though he's at 95 pitches, still has good life to his fastball.
Here we go again at 2-2. Full count. Couple home runs from Mike Trout tonight. Gets into 100 home runs career and 100 stolen bases. Youngest to do that in Major League history.
It's interesting that he would do that on a night that we highlight Mickey Mantle. I know when he first came to the big leagues, a lot of comparison. Obviously, Trout just a right-handed hitter, and Mickey swung it from both sides. But just the speed that you were talking about and the power as Medina continues to get loose in the pen. A lot of comparisons.
Angels win 6-3 at Houston. Three-two pitch here. Popped up. Morrison might have room. No.
Not the ground that Zunino covered. Ran all the way over here, standing next to Morrison.
He's a very good athlete. In a very difficult position.
Not many catchers that would even make an effort at that ball, thinking they had no chance to get there.
3-2. Off the foot of Happ. He recovers to underhand to get Rosales. No runs, a hit, no errors, and one left. Getting late, 7th inning. You're going to have Cruz, Seager, and Morrison when we get back to Safeco Field.
About stretching your mind as you consider how a Washington's lottery win could change your bucket list. Be sure and play today. Terrific look at the big wheel on the Seattle waterfront, one of the great spots here in Seattle. And then a Seattle tradition, you make your way to Ivers on the waterfront, you hold out a French fry, and that guy's pretty darn happy about it. Yes, taking care of the Seagulls here in Seattle as we send it back upstairs to Dave and Mike.
Watching the Giants game last night, Tom and Mike, and got into extra innings, and the Seagulls didn't care there was extra frames. They swarmed like we saw in Oakland last week. It's funny listening to Mike Krukow and Dwayne Kuiper talking about it.
They know how long the game is supposed to be, and that's it.
Man, they got to the 10th inning, and those babies showed up. Nelson Cruz having a good night. Single to left and a single to right, and he raced both times in a double play. Cruz, Seager, and Morrison. Sounds like runs. Can they get some? Down 2-0. With his 2 for 2 today, Nelson Cruz is 4 for 4 against Gallardo with 2 home runs. Two and two. There's been one multiple hit inning in this ballgame. Mariners got 2 hits in the 3rd. Inning ending double play squashed that threat. Here comes a 2-2. High fly ball down the right field line. One into foul territory into the stands about 10 rows deep.
But the way that Cruz has been swinging the bat, Gallardo's lucky that ball was not hit out of the ballpark. He's made a lot of really good pitches tonight, but that one he left up and in the middle of the plate. And he's done a lot of damage to pitches like that.
Yes, he has. Most consecutive games with a homer. Dan Griffey Jr. most in Mariner history and big league history. Richie Zisk, Jay Buhner, Alex Rodriguez, who had a couple home runs tonight, and Nelson Cruz. 2-2. Full count now. Kyle Seager's on deck. All right, here we go. 3-2. 3 for 3 night for Nelson Cruz. 5 for 5 against Gallardo. Good start to the Mariners' 7th.
He is really locked in, not missing many pitches. This pitch up out over the plate as you look at our Alaska Supermo, and the level swing by Nelson Cruz. The barrel of his bat is staying in the hitting area for a long time, and
once he gets some extension,
he does. Look what, another high pitch too, and he's been impressive. We saw that on the road trip, him really getting after some high fastballs, and a couple of them at 90 plus, 95, and he's been able to turn them around. Impressive.
With a capital I. Good grief. That is impressive. Tollison's gotten a little warm down there in the pen for the Rangers. Here's Seager.
Gallardo now at 93 pitches.
Sean Tollison heating up. Rangers well aware of Kyle Seager's had a lot of success against the Rangers in his brief career. Starting tonight, a .331 hitter, 13 homers and 42 runs batted in against Texas pitching. Tonight he's bounced into 2 double plays. One swing from tying it up here. Dave Magnan, the hitting coach, the Rangers. 2-0.
Kyle tried to tie it up with that swing. 2-0 count, had a fastball. Was away from the no outside corner.
Seager 7 for 25 on the road trip. He's got a 7-game hitting streak working. It's on the line right here. Two-1. 3-hit night for Nelson Cruz. Right now, Seager represents a tying run. Two pitch. Counts run full. Logan Morrison waits. Got a base hit to left field back in the 5th to lead off that inning. Three and 2. Pitch to Seager. Cruz runs. Foul back.
Gallardo being careful with Kyle. All the pitches away from him, either on the outside corner or off the plate away. The thing that has been difficult with Gallardo tonight for the Mariners, he's also changing speeds on his fastball. It's been anywhere from 87 to 93.
When he throws the BP fastball,
that's when you're seeing the double plays.
Yeah.
Guys are out in front of it a little bit and rolling over on that pitch.
3-2. Cruz runs outside, ball 4. Bring the go-ahead run to the plate in the person of Logan Morrison. Second walk issued by Gallardo. So 2 on, nobody out, down 2-0. And Jeff Bannister making an appearance. Don't forget to follow the Mariners all season long with MLB.com At Bat, the #1 app for live baseball. At Bat is the up to the moment with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, and more. Get MLB.com At Bat for your smartphone or tablet. This could be the start of something big for the Mariners. Base hit and a walk here in the home 7th. It's 2-0 Texas. Sports being brought to you by Money Tree. Proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. By CenturyLink, your link to what's next. By Jack in the Box, Jack's hottest sandwich is back. Head to Jack in the Box for Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich. And by Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Hey, Billy, throw some fish. 2-0. Rangers, but the Mariners threaten here in the 7th. A base hit and a walk brought this crowd back to life. Logan Morrison will be the hitter. Big house here at Safeco Field. They start the wave, which is a big part of the noise as well. Got a target for Lomo.
Lomo with a base hit going the other way. His last time up, 1 for 2. He's still looking for his first RBI of the season. Good spot for it right here.
Cruz and Seager aboard. First pitch, Sean Tallison. 0-1. Have not announced the crowd yet, but it's got to be close to 40,000.
Tallison has pitched well in 4 innings, giving up just 1 hit.
Morrison 0 for 2 against Tolleson. Here's the 1-0. They get 2-0. Great opportunity here for the Mariners. First and second, nobody out. Bottom 7, down 2-0.
And a great count for Morrison.
2-0 pitch. A bit late. That was a pitch. Last 8 weeks he was killing last season.
Yeah, fastball middle way, especially in a hitter's count. Martin, the center fielder, shading him towards left center, expecting him to hit the ball the other way. At this point in the game, I'm sure Tolleson will try to keep the ball away from Logan.
Good count for Lomo, 2-1. Even better count at 3-1.
And one of the hot hitters for the Mariners, Dustin Ackley, waiting on deck. Dustin 1 for 2 tonight.
See if he can make this a turning point. 3-1. Popped it up, and it will get foul. 3-2.
Yeah, Logan would really like to have that pitch back. Fastball 94 miles an hour in the middle of the plate, middle in. Chirinos, the catcher, you can see where he's set up on the outside corner. Look at our Alaska Supermo in the swing by Logan. Was able to get the barrel to it just a little bit late.
With nobody out, first and second. Tolleson dealing 3-2 to Morrison. That is grabbed by Rosales. They get 1, and that's it. Hackable play. Quite possibly saved a run. Over to third is Cruz as they get the force on Seager.
Really good play by Rosales. We've seen him play in the middle of the diamond. As you look at this swing by Morrison, catches it out in front. Looked like a changeup at 80 miles an hour. But Rosales taking a base hit away from him. Mariners had bases loaded with 1 out. Now is back in the third inning. A double play ended that threat. Really like to pick up at least 1 run right here. Big hole in the right side of the diamond for Dustin if he pulls the ball.
Ackley with a base hit to left and a strikeout, 1 for 2. That's it, strike 1. Ackley 0 for 1 against Tolleson. Here's the 0-1. Back with a dive is Morrison. Rangers had Odor picked off by Happ back in the second inning. Got him in a rundown, and Brad Miller tagged him out. The 0-1. Now Ackley behind 0-2.
Damon continues to throw in the Mariner pen, so it would appear that Jay Happ is done.
Sean Tolleson. Pitch. Up and in for ball 1. 1-2. Seth Smith, Seager, and the rest of the Mariners hoping that Ackley can come out with a big hit here. Tolleson in his second year with the Rangers, 3-1 with a 2.76 last year in 64 games after coming over from the Dodgers. Here's the 1-2 to Ackley. Diving back is Morrison. He's back safely. coaching coach. One out, runners at the corners. Now Towson steps off. Chirino's going out for a quick check. Mike Zunino awaits. McMahon starter Gallardo go 6+ innings, throw 11 ground ball outs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Towson ready. 1-2 to Ackley. Fouled it back.
When Morrison was hitting, Towson threw him 3 changeups. Logan eventually hit one of the changeups. He hit it hard. It was a good play by Rosales. But Dustin so far, 4 pitches, all of them fastballs. Has not seen the changeup yet.
There's Gallardo.
Really pitched well.
Yes, he did. They're changing of speeds all night. 1-2 to Ackley. Runners at the corners. Struck him out. 2 away. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ackley. 1 for 3.
Well, after some fastballs away, he comes back inside, right under the hands of Ackley. Not able to catch up to it.
They'll bring up Mike Zunino. He's 0 for 2. Fly to center and reached on a fielder's choice. Bud McClendon and coaching staff impressed with Mike's couple of good at-bats yesterday. Had a ground rule double to right in the 5th in L.A. Strike 1.
Saw that on the road trip. You saw the first fastball up in the zone, up out of the strike zone. So a lot of that on the road trip was Zunino hitting.
Outside. 1-1.
Mike aware of that. I know in one of his interviews he was talking about that, having to lay off that high fastball.
Got a 1-1 count and a great opportunity here. 2 outs, runners at the corners. The Mariners down by 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Mariners now 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position. And 1 base hit was from Austin Jackson. Ackley was not able to score on the play.
Two runs, 5 hits for the Rangers. No runs, 6 hits for the Mariners. 2-1. Runner breaks. Pitch foul off.
Good jump by Morrison over at first. They weren't really paying attention to him, so he tried to get himself into scoring position. He is the tying run.
.22 homers for Zunino last year. Slow start here in the early going for Mike. Looking for his first homer and his first run batted in. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Pitch from Towson. Struck him out. Towson comes in and gets 2 Ks and shuts down the Mariners in the 7th. Texas by 2.
Fans who have reached out via Twitter, the hashtag where I root, and that would include that lovely couple, little TGIF, spinning it at the Mariners game here tonight at the ballpark from Pullman. Some M's fans have gotten together, not only cheering for the M's, but obviously the Cougs as well. Chad Minnick, let's get this homestand started with a win. Still a chance for that as they're here at the ballpark tonight, enjoying themselves. And how about that bearded foursome? Looking good with the Bluebeards all at the game here tonight. Hashtag again where I root. Let us know where you're rooting the M's on from. And BWW, let me see. Might that be Buffalo Wild Wings? Watching some Mariners baseball on this Friday evening here in Seattle. And let us know where you are rooting the Mariners on from. Hashtag where I root. Let's send it back to Dave and Mike.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. Jay Happ, his night is done. He pitched well.
Well, Lloyd will be happy with this outing. 98 pitches. He went through 7 innings. I'm sure he wanted him to get deep into the game. He was able to do that. Gave his club a chance to win. Just 5 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. A couple of walks, 3 strikeouts. And for Medina, see what he's done on the year. 5 2/3, 5 strikeouts. ERA at a 1.59.
There's a slimmed down former Mariner, Carlos Peguero, pinch hitting for Smolinski. Off to a good start. Medina ahead, 0-2. Guerra pinch hitting for Smolinski.
2 good outings for Happ. Went 6 1/3, gave up 2 runs, and tonight 7 2 runs.
Guerra to be followed by Martin and Andrus. Goes 2-2. Mariners have had 3 double plays turned against them, and they've left 5 men on base. And they've struck out 5 times tonight. Rangers get a run in the first. Prince Fielder an RBI double. Leadoff homer in the 5th by Robinson Chirinos. Medina was ahead 0-2 now to full count.
Tanner Shepard's getting loose in the pen for the Rangers. Hard throwing right-hander.
Three and 2. Slider in there for called. Strike 3. Nice pitch by Medina to get Peguero looking. 1 away. Top of the order, and Leonys Martin walking, a run scored, leading off the ball game. Single to center in the 3rd, and a bounce back to Jay Happ, the pitcher, in the 6th. Center cut fastball for strike.
Seager even at the bag at 3rd. Martinez tried to bunt a couple of times in this one, so Kyle's trying to take that away.
Miller and Seager chase. Seager calls off. Miller makes the play. 2 outs here in the 8th. Felix Hernandez bobblehead night tomorrow. And guess what? He's also going to be on the mound. Our CenturyLink. What's next? They'll be going against the veteran Colby Lewis. Look forward to seeing, and don't forget, we're on the air at 5:30. That's a 6:10 first pitch tomorrow night. Colby Lewis, 35 years old, his 3rd start coming up. Two outs is Elvis Andrus. 2 strikeouts and a line out to center. Jackson shading towards right center. Pitch on the inside corner for strike 1-1.
Prince Fielder waiting on deck, so Charlie Furbush getting loose in the pen. There's Prince. A couple of hits in the game tonight, a double and an RBI. Also singled back in the 6th inning.
One. We're talking about their injuries and pitching staff. How about it was a Jurickson Profar lost again for the season before he barely got into spring training when he was done. Center field, backing up Jackson, can't get it, gets over his head. Andrews will hold with a double.
He was playing shallow, not able to get back quickly enough on this line drive, just out of his reach. Well, we'll see what Lloyd McClendon wants to do here. You have the right-hander Medina. Fielder stepping in has been a hot hitter. Beltre waiting on deck, but Beltre off to a slow start. Came into the game hitting just 163. So we'll see what Lloyd wants to do. He's going out to the mound. Looks like he's going to get his left-hander, Charlie Furbush.
Elvis Andrus at second, his first double of the season. It comes with 2 outs here in the 8th. Pitching change, Charlie Furbush come on to face Prince Fielder, who's 2 for 3 with an RBI tonight.
In the Ballard area of Seattle. Hey, tune in every Sunday for a new episode of Mariners All Access. Get exclusive player interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, and Mariners stories you can't find anywhere else. If you miss Sunday's episode, tune in for re-airs throughout the week on Root Sports. And find your local programming schedule. To do that, you visit rootsports.com. Back to Dave and Mike.
Thanks, Tom. Good to have you with us. Here's Charlie Furbush.
3 1/3 for Charlie so far this year. He's only given up a couple of hits. 2 strikeouts, has yet to walk anybody. He will be facing a hot hitter here, though, in Prince Fielder. Came into the game hitting an even .400 and has a couple of hits in this one, including a double and an RBI.
It's up to .419. There he is, 1 for 5 against Charlie. Elvis Andrus, a 2-out double. He's at second. Charlie trying to keep it a 2-0 ball game. And hit by Andrus, the 6th for Texas. Strike 1. Fielder with Milwaukee when Jack Zaremski was there. We talked about Gallardo. Nice job by Zunino.
Like about the athlete that Zunino is. This is a breaking ball in the other batter's box. Is still able to get over and keep it in front of him. Andrews out at second base. Really good base runner. He is aware and was bouncing around. I think if he gets away from him at all, he probably is standing at third.
Back 1-2. Prince wearing number 84 because it was born May 9 of 1984 in Ontario, California. As you look at Dominic Leone. Big pitch here at 1-2. Furbush, third. Mariner pitcher, 7 innings, 2/3 of an inning from Medina. Charlie's trying to get a big out here. One and 2. Another nice job by Zunino. 2-2. Prince Fielder, a 5-time All-Star, 3-time Silver Slugger Award winner. Finished in the top 5 in MVP balloting on 3 occasions. A big run producer in his career. 2-2. On that one he couldn't get, and Andrews eases to third. Wow, pitch. And a full count to Fielder.
And so far, Charlie just throwing one fastball. Fielder was able to foul it off, but a number of breaking balls well off the plate away. Zunino doing everything he possibly can to try to keep this in front of him. And a 3-2 count. I don't know that Charlie will give in to him. We'll see.
I'm thinking breaking ball. Here we go, 3-2. Miss with the breaking ball. The inning continues. Runners at the corners, and here comes Lloyd. He wants his right-hander for Beltran. So one batter for Furbush, and now Dominic Leone will take over. It's Lloyd playing matchup game here in the 8th. First inning, first pitch that he saw, Prince Fielder down the left field line.
And you see Kyle Seager well off the line, as you would expect with the lefty fielder hitting. But Martin will come all the way around from first to score.
Third double and 5th RBI. And then here's a home run, a leadoff shot fifth inning. That off the bat of catcher Robinson Chirinos.
His second home run on the year, and that is it.
Mariners have had opportunities. Good defense by Texas. Double plays in the second, third, and fourth. Got them out of jams. And then in the seventh, the Mariners at first and third, one out. And Ackley and Zunino struck out to end that threat. Right now, Dominic Leone trying to get the former Mariner, Adrian Beltre. What a stop by Zunino. Wow. At third, you got Elvis Andrus. And Prince Fielder at first. Leone took the loss 3 days ago in L.A. That was a strike, 1-1. This is his last appearance. Called back and started the series in L.A. after Wilhelmsen went on the DL with an elbow issue. 2-1. Beltre right to Seager, inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and two left. Mariners running short on time. Miller, Jackson, and Smith coming up. 2-0 Texas. Of the game, starter Giovanni Gallardo pitched really well and left, having thrown 11 ground ball outs. Struck out 2, walked 3. No runs on 6 hits.
And also, Rangers turning 3 double plays behind them. Dave, as you mentioned, a lot of ground ball outs. Only 1 fly ball out in the game for Gallardo. Got a fastball between 86 and 93 miles an hour. Good movement on tonight. Uses 2-seamer effectively. Mariners with a couple of opportunities, Dave. Runners on third, less than 2 outs a couple of times, and weren't able to get either one of those runs in.
Gallardo in line for the win as Tanner Scheppers takes over. Crowd of 36,606 on hand here tonight. Brad tonight a walk and a comebacker to Gallardo back in the 5th. Long 2 strikes.
Good fastball from Scheppers. That last one 95 miles an hour. Also mix in a slider. Figueroa will stay in the game and play left field.
1-2 pitch. Into the gap. Brad Miller. It is Miller time. To second. He'll hold there with a leadoff double. Here the Mariners' eighth.
Able to get on top of a high fastball. As you look at our Alaska Supermo and the swing by Brad Miller, 96 miles an hour at the top of the zone. Able to drive it into right center field.
With that double, Brad is now 3 for 4 against Tanner Scheppers. As Austin Jackson represents a tying run.
Mariners 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position tonight. That one hit coming off the bat of Austin Jackson.
Austin against Scheppers, 1 for 2. It was a home run. That hit the 7th for the Mariners. Stirrup Nation and Action Jackson. That'd be a good combo here. Center field, backing up Martin. Miller will tag. Here's the throw. Not in time. A one-out runner at third for Seth Smith.
This is the part of the game, Dave, looking at the Rangers where you think the Mariners would have an advantage again. No left-handers in their bullpen. They have Smith and Cano due up.
Trent and the coaching staff hoping Smith can come through tonight. He's struck out, bounced into a double play, and hit a comebacker to Gallardo.
And the Rangers with a 2-run lead will play their infield back. So put the ball in and play on the ground. Should pick up a run. See what Seth has done early in the season. 2 for 4, a couple of RBIs, runners in scoring position, including a triple.
Mariners have had opportunities. Here's the 1-0. Way outside. Seth Smith 0 for 4 against Scheppers. Rally Hats in place. 2-0 to Seth. Man, he wanted to go to work on that one, didn't he?
95 right in the middle of the plate. Middle. And a great count for him. Missed it a little late. Rodney starting to get loose in the Mariner pen just in case.
Two-one pitch to Smith. Center field, Martin. Miller tags. Here's the throw. It is not in time as Miller slides around. We got a 2-1 ball game. Seth Smith picks up that run. His third RBI as a Mariner.
Well, Martin has a strong throwing arm, and fortunately this ball is up the line. Chirinos, the catcher, had to come up to get it. And Brad Miller able to slide around the backside of the plate and put his hand on the corner.
The Mariners finally on the board. 2 outs in the 8th for Robinson Cano. Strikeout, 2 groundouts. He's 1 for 2 with a homer against Scheppers. Nelson Cruz on deck. He has been sensational tonight with 3 base hits. for a base hit. Tying runs aboard. And a potential go-ahead run coming to the plate in the person of the boomstick himself, Nelson Cruz.
Well, that's a big hit by Cano because you bring the hottest hitter in the lineup to the plate and the guy with the most power. You take a look at the classic swing by Robinson Cano on a fastball out over the plate, going the other way with it. Good look from our last hit. Supermo in the swing by Cano and a solid line drive base hit to center. Martino almost overruns as the ball kicks back on him, and he was able to keep it there. Otherwise, Cano would have ended up at second or third base. That's great, isn't it?
But an old school Expos cap.
Congratulations, by the way. Mike Maddox, the pitching coach for the Rangers, going to make a trip out to the mound.
Keone Kela warming up. Mike Maddox talking to Shepard. Hey, he's only 3 for 3 tonight. Hit the ball hard. About the hottest hitter in the game right now. Leads the American League in home runs. What do you got for him?
By the way, he's homered in 5 in a row.
See what gives here with 2 outs. Mariners down a run. Single to left, single to right, single to left. Outfield deep. First pitch to Cruz.
Beltre playing on the line at third. As you would imagine, all the outfielders playing just in front of the warning track.
Pitch to Cruz. Off-speed pitch and a good one. In there for a strike. 0-1. Leadoff double, Brad Miller. Tagging with the third on the fly ball by Jackson. Seth Smith, the sac fly, picked him up, and Cano with a base hit. 0-1 to Cruz. 1-1. Seth Smith getting the job done, picking up that 1 run. Sac fly. Cruz leads the American League with 6 homers. Here's the 1-1. 3 consecutive breaking balls. 2-1. Shepers. It's a sign from Chirinos. 2-1 to Cruz. High fly ball. Left field. It's going to stay in the yard. Catch made by Peguero. Mariners get a run on 2 hits, no errors, leave a man. Drawn a little bit closer. 2-1 as we go to the 9th.
Night, college night, they'd have even more fun if the M's can come all the way back this evening against the Rangers. Hey, Root Sports is looking for the ultimate Northwest fan in the state of Washington throughout the month of April. Send us a photo and story using hashtag UltimateNWFanWA on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or by email at ultimatefan@rootsports.com. And you could win a VIP trip for two to Seattle in October, a personalized jersey and more. For official rules, visit rootsports.com.
All right, Tom, thank you. Here's Chu to lead off. 1-0 from Leon. Make it 2-0. Rangers here in the top of the ninth. Shin-Soo Choo, Robinson Chirinos, and Rougned Odor. 5, 6, and 7.
Neftali Feliz getting loose in the pen for the Rangers. There's the closer. Hard throwing right-hander.
He makes it look easy too, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Smooth, and the ball will get to home plate in a hurry.
Three and one.
Chirinos having a good night. 2 for 3 with a home run waiting on deck.
Leon spikes the last 2 pitches. Puts the leadoff man on. Leon, the 4th Mariner pitcher tonight. Tyler Olson starting to warm up. Strikeout, homer, and a double for Chirinos.
Dominic really struggling with his breaking ball. Not been able to get one close to home plate yet.
Chu back safely.
And you can see Logan Morrison looking in the dugout, and Trent Jewett immediately going to take a quick look at it. Logan thought he had him at first. So let's take a look. Quick feet. I think he was in there. He was close.
Adam Omari, the first base umpire. Chu has 3 times stolen more than 20 bases in the big leagues. Bouncing ball. They get the front end and they get the back end. The Mariners' first double play tonight. Very timely. And a slow roller. That didn't look like they'd be able to turn to, but they did. Nice job.
Jeff Bannister out of the dugout immediately for the Rangers. I think he thought that maybe Chirinos beat it out. And I think he's going to ask him to take a look at it. Slow ground ball to Hopper. Strong throw by Cano. Good look at our Alaska Supermo. See if he's able to get his foot down before that ball hits the back of the glove of Morrison. And then, yeah, he'll be called safe. He'll overturn that.
Chirinos will reach in a fielder's choice. One away in the ninth. Rougned Odor will be the next hitter.
Crew chief Bill Miller with the headset on. Looking right at you.
Quick indeed.
His foot on the base and then the ball, so it's a good call.
And they get it right. That brings up Odor. Walk, ground out, and a fly out. Chirino safe at first. Infielded double play depth again. There's a strike from Leon. J-Hat gave the Mariners 7 good innings, a 5-hit, 2-run ball, 2 walks, 3 Ks. Gave up a homer, 98 pitches. Fielder, first inning RBI double, home run by Chirinos in the 5th for the Texas runs. Here's a throw by Zunino, and it gets by everybody.
Be a wild pitch in an E2. See the ball in the dirt. Looked as if Mike had a chance to get him at second, but this ball will tail on him. Mariners have to bring their infield in now.
Sure do. Wild pitch E2 and an 0-2 count here. Coming on Cruz, shows Jackson. Jackson calls him off. Here's the throw. That's a real good one. That's the runner. Chirinos holds, 2 outs.
Rangers now 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position this evening. Strong throw by Jackson in center.
Brings up Adam Rosales. He's 0 for 3. Ground out to third. Fly to center. Tap back to the pitcher. Ball 1. Mariners will have Seager, Morrison, and Ackley. Bottom of the 9th. 2-1 ball game.
Lee's ready to go. Closer for the Rangers.
Right now, the Rangers in the midst of their first 2-1 ball game of this young season. Mariners have seen more than their share of 1-run games. 2 1-run losses at the Dodgers, 1-run win, 2 1-run wins at Oakland. 2-1. Count 3-1 with Carlos Peguero, the former Mariner, on deck. Oh, it hit the bag. Base hit, RBI.
It looked as if Kyle was in position to make the play. Bad break for the Mariners. Chirinos will score his second run, and the Rangers get their first hit with a runner in scoring position.
Tough break. So a run in. It's now 3-1 Texas. Brings up Peguero. Entered the game as a pinch hitter in the 8th and struck out looking on a 3-2 pitch. Going against his old team, having been caught looking, he's going to be swinging for everything here. Gonzalez with his second run batted in this season. 1-1 pitch. Takes a strike, 1-2.
Figueroa took a 3-2 breaking ball his first time up to get the strikeout. I'd be surprised if Leon comes back with another one. That was a good breaking ball in the outside corner.
1-2 pitch. High fly ball. Easy play for Austin Jackson. He's there. The Mariners got to go to work. Texas gets a run on a hit and an error and a man left. Coming up, Kyle Seager, Logan Morrison, and Dustin Ackley. Rangers with a 3-1 lead.
Airlines will get reaction from the skipper Lloyd McClendon. We'll take you inside the Mariners clubhouse and preview tomorrow's start for Felix's third this season. The King's Court looking for a big night from the M's ace as we send it back upstairs to Dave and Mike.
Tom, thank you very much. Here in Beard Hat night, Mariners need some runs against a tough hombre, Neftali Feliz. Here's what Feliz has done. Look at that. An ERA of 0.00 in 21 games against the Mariners. 11 for 11 in save ops. My mind's eye, it was bad. That's a lot worse than I thought it was.
Yeah, man, he's 3-0. His record. Good fastball. He'll be anywhere from 93 to 97 miles an hour. Good news, he's struggled a little bit so far. A couple of walks, and he's given up a home run. Can get wild from time to time.
Seager 1 for 8 against Feliz. Seager, Morrison, and Ackley. 3-1 the Rangers, bottom 9. Anders moving to his left. Close to the bag. At least looks like he's having a catch. And it's exploding up there.
Well, it's pretty easy, 93 miles an hour so far, and he has more in the tank.
2-1 to Seager. Gonzalez. There's the play, one out. Gonna bring up Logan Morrison. He's 0 for 1 against Feliz. Romo tonight ground out to short. Base hit to left and reached on a fielder's choice. Ball one. Rally caps of all kinds here at the ballpark. 36,606, the announced crowd. 2-0. Don't forget tomorrow's start time at 6:10 tomorrow night. Sunday's game, James Paxton against Ross Detweiler at 1:10. Strike to Marson, 2-1. Nelson Cruz just missed on a fly ball to left in the 8th. Man aboard. A big night, 3 for 4 for Boomstick. 2-1. Marson high and deep. Right field. Plenty of carry. And it is caught by Shin-Soo Choo. He hung right at the wall, made the grab, 2 away.
That's happened to Lomo a couple of times. In fact, at the opening homestand, hit one out to right center that was brought back in, and this looked like he had enough. As it dies, Choo goes up over the wall. Good look at our Alaska Supermo, and he makes the catch.
Almost got it in the Lomo bucket out there. Little more oomph. Here's Ackley. Once it's strike one, Ackley 0 for 5 against Phillies.
So far, 9 pitches from Phillies, all of them fastballs.
In an 0-2 hole. Mariners down to their last strike. Oh, and 2 here to Ackley. Outside for a ball. Look by Feliz. He's ready. 2 out, nobody on. A 1-2 pitch. Popped up. Dubtrey will not have a play. Here we go, 1-2 to Ackley. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to keep this game alive. Mike Zunino's on deck.
13 pitches, 1 changeup, everything else fastballs between 92 and 94. Doesn't have the good fastball tonight.
2-2 pitch. High fly ball, right field. Choo, the second baseman, going back, and Odor can't make the play.
I think Dustin maybe helped out with the wind a little bit. And into the first row. So he'll get another opportunity.
Here we go, 2-2. Pitch to Ackley. This is playable. Shortstop Andrus there, and that's the ball game. Texas wins 3-1, and the Mariners have lost 4 consecutive ball games, and they lose the first of this long homestand. Good effort by Jay Happ. Couldn't get him any help.
limited opportunities for the Mariners tonight, but a couple of situations where they had the runners at third with less than 2 outs and were not able to cash those in. They scored the 1 run